We went to a sunrise ceremony yesterday. What did they call that?
Sunrise blessing?
No, there's a word for
like
an S.
salutation?
Sinesta.
I think.
I think it was
Is that it?
Sinesta.
No, that's the name of the hotel.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I think it might be called a Sinesta, though.
What? For real? Okay,
Yeah.
if that's true, then
That was a powerful experience.
Sunrise was a lot to me. Like, it was emotional. It was serious. Like, I said to you guys, I turned around, I said, we've never appreciated something this simple ever in our lives. The sun rising. We waited for the sun to peak up, and we saw the rays hitting the top of the clouds, and they're like, it's coming. And we did this little clap. Dude, cup, clap, clap. And they said this prayer to the sun, and they're like, take all of your negative energy and throw it in this bowl and dump the bowl out, and let's just start this day with the light that the sun is giving us. And the sun comes up every day of our lives, and I've never cared about it once except for yesterday. And that is what makes Hawaii special, I think.
I agree with all of that. There was this amazing sort of metaphor that they had where it was you start life with this bowl of light, and that life's troubles are like rocks or pebbles or nuts that come into your bowl and diminish your light. And so symbolically during this ceremony, once you've done the greeting of the sunrise and all of that, you go to the bowl and you take these sort of rocks out of the bowl and put them in a different bowl, which is to symbolize you taking life's troubles and unburdening yourself and letting your light kind of shine through. And I think you went first.
Yeah.
And you picked up, and there were, I don't know, 30, 25 little rocks in the bowl, and you picked up 2 and you placed them in the other bowl. And I went second, and I wanted to pick up a lot of the rocks.
Big ol' handful.
I wanted to pick up. I have a lot of burdens. My light is not. It's been cloudy. So but I knew I had to save enough for all the people that would follow me. So I took 3 and wanted to make it look like 2. So I closed my fist around them and then placed them in the bowl and let it go. Worried that people would be like, well, Frankie only did 2.
I noticed. Yours kind of rattled in there.
Yeah, see, this is what I was worried about.
Yeah.
But I needed that. And in fact, I'm probably going to get one of those bowls. Maybe at the duty free.
It's nice. It is a nice reminder. And it was pretty powerful. Like, I went first because I just felt like gravitated to it. No one asked us to go up there. I just saw it. The sun had risen. We actually felt the heat of the sun. The woman there, I forgot her name. It's horrible. But she was incredible at describing what we would be feeling in the next 5 minutes, and we did. I don't know if that all counts into like why we felt that way. You know, it's almost like going to like the Guinness factory in Ireland. They're like you smelling all the aromas, and then you drink the Guinness, and then it's just the best Guinness you've ever had in your entire life. I don't know if describing the sunrise before it came up made me feel even more emotional, but it worked. Yeah. It freaking worked, man. It hit all my senses.
No, it did, and I think for us, we were talking a lot about it of the sun in our world and the difference between their culture and the world here. Like, we try to hide from the sun to the point where we buy like blinding blinders and shades for your home so that the sun cannot come in. You don't want to be
blackout curtains.
You don't want to be woken up by it. When you go outside, we got sunglasses, we got sunscreen. We're trying to get away from the sun. Obviously, a lot of that stuff understandable. But then here, it was this kind of metaphor of how different their approach is to everything, that they were harnessing the sun and they were describing the power of the sun, how every single thing that is alive on Earth is driven by the sun, and that when it returns every morning and rises, how special that is. And for us, I think like we have all this like fantasy about someday we're just going to disconnect from our phones and we're just going to like live in the moment in real life, whether that's with like your family or the culture or wherever you're from or the concrete that you love, whatever it is. Here, it was I think within the first day, people that actually do it, like people that here, they're not super attached to the sports that we're attached to or the phone or the apps or politics or whatever. They're very attached to their surroundings and the ocean, the beach, the sun, the whole deal. And I think for us, that was kind of like, holy people that are like, this is part of America can actually live that way. It was probably the deepest experience of another culture that we've had for people that travel all over the place. There's a lot of places that we go to. We go hotel, golf course, plane. we try to do like a touristy dinner and feel like we got part of the culture. This was like we were doing our little cup clap. It was like it was emotional. We're like, dude, we're part of this culture. They're sharing it. They're opening it up. I think that was the deepest like cultural experience we've ever had.
I wanted to pull my phone out and like videotape it, and then I remembered that I just like I couldn't do that, and that was like a freeing moment.
Yeah,
to just live in it.
And also, Brendan was filming, so that was
I didn't even think about that. So we're gonna
I,
go off
documented.
I slept through the ceremony. I didn't go.
Yeah, disrespectful, but it's
It sounds really great, but I slept right through it.
most of the trip did. To be fair,
yeah, they did.
to be fair with you for you, yeah, that
I
cool
was in a
thing.
REM cycle.
I also, when I got up to do the rock thing, we were at the halfway point, and I wasn't 100% sure which bowl was which. So I was close to taking your
Putting rocks back into the bowl. Like,
Francis, I know you've been through a lot, but I'm going to put you right back through it here, pal.
I was very close. I said that to him. I was
Burdened
like,
by what has been done or whatever.
yeah,
it was so I guess sort of moving and effective that I found myself afterwards. We were up on this bluff next to a lighthouse at an incredible tip point of the island, and around there clearly this is a place that a lot of people visit because there were little pieces of trash that people had discarded, wrappers and things. I started going around and picking up trash. You know what I mean?
not something you've probably ever done before.
No, I don't like refuse. I don't like detritus, and especially in beautiful places like that. It bothered me that other tourists, I presume, had come and desecrated the place. But and then the guy that we were with, Tom, who's the man, shout out Tom.
Shout out Tom, man.
He saw me doing that and he started doing it as well. So I started something.
That's nice.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of an area that it seemed like people had camped out. So it seems like it's. Did you see like right to the left of it?
I did see that. Yeah.
So
Yeah, it could have been those people, but
it is unfortunate. It is, but it's such a beautiful place. Yeah, it's interesting, Hawaii, because you want to like kind of dive deep into the history of it, and like because the culture is so strong, you want to know how they're taking and handling all of this tourism and golf courses, and like even in that moment, there was a Southwest Airlines plane that flew right over our head. And it was like, right? Like,
and you
Is that real?
Oh yeah,
That happened.
I'm talking, you had to like stand wide stance in order to not be blown over by
blow it
it.
over.
Bro, that is something you would see in a movie.